Let's get to know this tiny Norwegian team that is catching fire in Europe. Bodø Glimt. They are the first team from that country to make a semi-final of a European competition. They are in the semi-final of this year's Europa League. It is extraordinary. A team from the Arctic Circle. They're one of two top-flight European clubs above that line geographically, along with Tromsø. The municipality of Bodø, 53,000 people. I mean, we're talking about a town, a tiny town that is an underdog story plus 13,000 odds to win the Europa League to start the season. And now they are in the semi-final on the doorstep of a potential final. It would be extraordinary.
It's incredible to see the journey of this Bodø side, right? It started in the Champions League, second round of qualifying in terms of European football, landed them in the Europa League phase, the knockout round. They get through an engaging, incredible tie. It went to extra time with FC Twente. Then they go 3-0 first leg against Olympiacos. Remember them? They won the Conference League last season.
Yeah.
Then they go to Greece, survive Greece, get that goal to put the tie to bed, and then Lazio, the reigning top of the poll, top of the league phase, Lazio, right? Everyone's favorite. They made them look like mincemeat in the first leg, and then the penalty kick heroics to see them through to the semifinals. It's been one of the stories of European football. But Nico, I want to hear from you. How has it been covering and seeing this Bodø side through their journey?
Listen, it's one of those teams that you don't know too much about, and you start learning when you start looking at the way that they play football. It's attractive. It's an incredible story, and their turnaround from the last 5 years for Bodø Glimt has been extraordinary. They've won their 4 league titles, only 4 league titles that they have in the last 5 years. It's been a massive turnaround. And listen, it's a little bit strange because they're from a place in the world that I don't think too many ventures. Look at Canada. Canada, they are more north in latitude than the large majority of Canada, than most of Iceland. You reach unforgiving climates in that area of the world. It was kind of crazy, though. There was a playoff, I think it was against Twente, where just that weekend it happened to be colder in Kansas City because of the Arctic vortex than in Bodø. Still, you do get these moments where the pitch, like against Lazio, was completely covered in snow by several inches of snow, but they managed to clear the field. The turf field, by the way, that, yes, is used to their advantage, but when you take them off the turf field, they still play. They went to Stadio Olimpico and they played against Lazio. Yeah, they suffered. They lost, but ended up going through. But with a lot of merit, they play. And listen, look at this. Last promoted to First Division in 2017. They're a team that at one point, they were just trying to stay alive in the top flight. And then with Kjetil Knutsen, they've kind of changed that. Their manager now, with the players that they bring in, a philosophy, a style identity, he deserves so much credit because he's been there from the very beginning. And this transformation of a team that's really been a team that's pretty unimpressive in the Norwegian Eliteserien, taking them to European heights that no Norwegian team has ever dreamed of before. 80,000 people in their stadium. Imagine FC Naples. FC Naples, 3rd division in the United States. Our stadium is between 4,000 and 5,000. Depends on how many people we get around the grounds. No, it's a nice little sports complex, but not too much smaller than a team in the Europa League semi-final. I mean, just to give you a little bit of context, how incredible this is, it has taken the town by storm and everybody is bought in. And they have this weird, like, gimmicky thing with yellow toothbrushes. And if we may, Marissa, you want to throw those out here? Whoa! Oh, God. That was aggressive. Thank you,
goalkeeper.
In my heyday. Yellow toothbrushes. I know this is kind of crazy, but it was said that in the 70s, their capo of their supporters section, he wanted to direct the singing, and he didn't have a baton, so he asked for a baton, and someone gave him a yellow toothbrush. So now these fans, hey, this is ginormous, guys. Production, what are you doing? I want something bigger. The yellow tooth, I don't know. I have no, like, what is this shirt? But I'm in, I'm bought in.
So for this week's Golazo show, yellow toothbrush, are we going to see you just
100%.
The whole new Nige, Poppy, everyone?
Listen, you know that in this job you'd need to try to be very objective about the games that you call, but it's so difficult because it's like everyone wants the Cinderella story to happen against Spurs, and there's an opportunity here because this team, Lahoud, they play so nice and no one expected it. They're attractive to the eye.
Yeah, they're not just here by luck. And you gave a lot of credit to their manager. I once had a manager that told me this: dare to play. In the biggest matches, in the biggest occasions, dare to play. And this team, they dare to play football.
Yeah, so this is their starting 11 against Lazio, but there's a couple of players that are not going to play, some that are doubts. Berg picked up a yellow.
It's big.
Evian is out also. Blomberg is a doubt. Bjortuft is an out. How is that going to affect them?
The rhythm, right? Patrick Berg is the most important player, and Mo, I mean, I love Mo's burritos. I've never heard of Mo, but he's going to have to emulate that metronomic play and that metronomic presence in the midfield. And I go with saltness. The industry here, movements in behind. Tottenham, with how they press, they get locked in, they play with a high line, so the third man running still applies. If you're saltness, make that third run, get Kasper Hauge to come and drag the likes of Coutinho Romero and Mickey van de Ven, and you're going to cash in. But the Patrick Berg miss is a big one. It's going to be a tough one.
And just want to drop a little info on Jens Peter Hauge, who's out here on the left-hand side. He's from Bodø. He's a kid that's born in the town that has taken this team to a European semifinal, the first Norwegian team to do so. He's won the Europa League before with Frankfurt, which is crazy to think. He wasn't a very important player in that Frankfurt, a role player. He would come off the bench every so often. He had a stint at Milan, unsuccessful, but he left. He had won in the top flight in Norway, left, had his European journey, came back to Norway. Now he's got this team at this stage. So a lot of responsibility, again, is going to fall on his shoulders as well. But it's not really Jens Peter Hauge, get it done. Everyone gets it done. I'm so blown away by how good collectively this team is, because usually these types of teams, it's got the one guy that's a killer, right? It's like, wow.
Olympiacos last year.
Yeah.
Ayub Akabi.
Akabi.
I'm going to take the team and go.
Right.
Very different.
Right. It's not like a Turkish or Greek team that has a bunch of superstars. You can ask the average football fan, they have no idea who these players are, right? I only learned of them because I have to broadcast them every week. No one's watching Elite Serie day in, day out in this parts of the world, so all credit to them, and they're obviously the underdogs still.
So I'm going to ask you this. We see the odds. I mean, Bodø plus 260, okay. Tottenham, heavy favorites going in. You're going to put your money on who?
Listen,
across both legs to advance.
On the Golazo show, they asked me, who would I choose? I choose Bodø, because if I asked you right now, who plays better football?
Oh, Bodø.
What's your answer?
Bodø, no problem.
Right? This is because of the quality of the players that Tottenham has on any given moment. You know, Son has, at times in his career, been at the world-class level all around. You know, these are players that are playing week in, week out at the elite level, and I think that's why they're the favorites here. But form, identity, how loyal they are to that identity, how committed they are to play the football that they want to play. And the results on top of that, they're also more rested. They've played 10 less games in 2025 because obviously the Norwegian football calendar runs opposite to the normal European football calendar. So it's difficult to not pick Bodø here because there's a lot of arguments in their favor.
So I'm with you. I'm going to put money on them. I think Tottenham fans probably will put money on him with how the season's gone as well. So you've made me a believer, Nico.
All right, so the Europa League semi-final first leg is tomorrow. Spurs against Bodø Glimt at 3 p.m. Eastern. Coverage starts at 2.